So, welcome to Turkey and Istanbul. Is it your first time?
First time to Istanbul, but not to Turkey.
And how is your experience so far?
It's fantastic. It's a very busy city. It's very different from Leiden, where I work and where the university is. Leiden is a very old city. The whole city itself is basically housing for students. We don't have a specific campus. The whole city is lived in by students. So
It's a university town.
yes, exactly. Yeah, it's very vibrant, but definitely not as busy as Istanbul.
So, do you have some Turkish students? I mean, yes, you have. And what do you think about those Turkish students?
We have quite a lot of Turkish students every year, and specifically for the Faculty of Law, which we call Leiden Law School now. We specifically have Turkish students for a number of reasons. A, because we do a lot of promotion in Turkey, and B, because we have dedicated scholarships for Turkish students. And over the last 3 years, we have had a very sort of generous scholarship from the CEO of Garantie Bank in Amsterdam. And he gave 3 scholarships per year for 3 top Turkish students, one of which you have just seen, Selen. And that attracts a lot of good quality students to Leiden. There is also the university's own scholarships called LEX, Leiden Excellence Scholarships. And they cover a range of different types of scholarships. They go from what we call ivory to platinum. So an ivory can be 10% of the fees. Platinum covers the whole fee and the living costs and books, etc.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I wanted to ask, because Turkish students or families usually think that the education in Europe is free of tuition. And when you talk about scholarships, they might think, why do we need scholarship while the education is free? So can you explain the tuition scheme a little bit?
Yes, the tuition scheme in the Netherlands, it's never free. But it's a very low rate. So for Dutch national students and students within the European Union and some other countries such as Suriname, which we have links with, they would probably pay a total of €2,000 per academic year for their master and bachelor degree studies. But obviously Turkey being outside the EU at this moment in time, hopefully for not too much longer, they have to pay the full cost of the programs, and that's many thousands of euros. For our master programs, the lowest fee is just over €15,000 for 1 year, although the master programs themselves are only for 1 year, but it's still a lot of money. So you have to help people and give them the incentive to be able to come to study. And being able to say Leiden is the top university in the Netherlands, the top law school in the Netherlands, the top law school in Europe, and one of the top 10 in the world, according to the LLM guide, which is specifically for law. We do have a very good name, but you cannot live on your name alone, and you need to keep working on attracting good students. And in order to do that, you also have to help them by providing scholarships.
And you keep on saying good students, how good they should be. What are your admission criteria?
Okay. The admission criteria for the master programs is that they should at least have a degree which allows them to access the legal world in their own country. So here it would be a bachelor that they would need. But we are looking for good grades. Work experience is also something we look at. We never just look at one thing. We try to look at the whole
package.
Yeah. But one thing that is extremely important is the English. We have to have a minimum TOEFL score of 100 and IELTS of 7. Now that's one of the highest. Either or. But those are the only 2 that we would accept. They're very high scores to achieve. But we do have pre-sessional English courses that we can offer to students whose scores are slightly below our entry requirements. So then they can come to Leiden and study for either 1 month or 2 months before their LLM program begins.
This is good for orientation as well.
Exactly, yeah. And we provide a lot of orientation for the students because those who do the pre-sessional English are arriving earlier than the others. So they're outside the normal orientation package that international students would achieve. So we take them out and about, let them see Leiden, give them city tours, boat tours, Leiden is very famous for its canals and water, so
Just like the rest of the Holland.
yeah. And take them to The Hague so they know where the main courts and areas of justice are in The Hague as well. The Hague is only a 10-minute train ride from Leiden, so it's very close for them to get there as well if they want to go to the courts to see any cases that are being tried, or the Yugoslavian tribunal, etc. So
Great. So you always mention LLM, but I suppose that's not the only program you have.
no, we do the normal exchange, student study abroad, etc. So those classes being the Leiden law courses, so students come for one semester. If they have a partnership with our university, then they can come with funding. But we specifically concentrate on English taught master programs. We have 2 regular master programs, which is Public International Law and European Law, and 4 advanced master programs. And those programs, even a Dutch national student would have to pay the full fee for those. They're outside government
It's an
funding.
investment.
It's an investment. Yeah.
And what does the students get after this investment? What are the career outcomes?
Well, not only do they have the name of graduating from Leiden, which in itself opens many doors, they also have the knowledge behind them that they have achieved education from some of the best professors in law in the Netherlands, who are renowned internationally in their specific fields. They also have the experience of living in the Netherlands and having a global international experience with their fellow students, because we have so many international students in Leiden. It is one of the top universities, and definitely the law school is one of the top faculties for international students. So we have a really excellent rounded package for international students, so that they come and they have dedicated coordinators, so they always have somebody there for them constantly to solve any problems. Their lecturers, we have a very relaxed way of teaching in the Netherlands. You are expected to integrate and discuss.
I was going to ask the study mode.
Yeah, you're expected to discuss with your professor particular cases that you're dealing with, etc. You're allowed to knock on their door, their office doors, if you have any questions. They are happy to talk to you. They're always friendly and open.
Okay, great. But we mentioned a lot of things, so I just want to summarize it all. So, in a nutshell, why should the top law students should choose Leiden for graduate studies?
Okay. Well, three specific things. The quality of teaching is excellent. The opportunities of getting an excellent job afterwards are also very high. All our Turkish students who have studied law with us have achieved really good positions within law firms in Turkey, in various parts of Turkey, not just in Istanbul. And also because we help our students by having dedicated coordinators and dedicated scholarships for Turkish students.
Great, thank you very much, and I'm sure that you're going to find more and more good quality Turkish students.
So.
And we'd like to see you again in Turkey, Istanbul.
Yeah, we will. Thank you very much.